Welcome to another episode of Talking About Records. My name is G.I. Sanders from NTX Vinyl, a small chain of independent record stores in the Dallas-Fort Worth area. As you can see, this is another weekly unboxing video where I'm going to go through, looks like 6 boxes of new records that are incoming. The majority of these will land in the NTX Vinyl physical locations, but as always, if there's anything you see that interests you, just let us know via message on Facebook or Instagram, or email us at info@ntxvinyl.com. We are going to get into the records and unbox as many as we can, as quickly as we can, although I'll warn you, there's a lot here, so I'm going to do my best. I hope everybody is having a good week. This has started to become somewhat of a Thursday night ritual, and a fun one, I might add. I like unpacking this stuff just as much as you like watching. Let's see what the first box unveils. It looks like we've got some hip-hop right off the bat. Tupacalypse Now. Little Tupac. This looks like a 2016 reissue of his 1991 album. Got a few copies of that one that will land at the shops at some point soon. We've got some Britney Spears, not an artist I carry a lot of, I'll be honest with you, but when this one came in stock, I had to grab a few just because I have a feeling that it's going to sell because of that cover right there. Britney Spears, not an artist you'll find in my shops very often, but you never know. Quite the opposite here, an artist you will find in my shops quite often. The Unforgettable Fire by U2. Classic album. This is on limited edition wine red vinyl, 35th anniversary. Includes a 16-page booklet. That's a pretty cool version of the Unforgettable Fire right there. Next up, what do we got? Lit. This is a Place in the Sun special anniversary edition of Lit's album on white vinyl, featuring the smash hits Miserable and Ziploc. Got a few copies of that one in. Definitely hit me up if you need a copy of any of this stuff. Like I said, I will absolutely give preference to local customers first, but if we have any extras, I'm happy to divvy them out to you. We've got some Kraftwerk special edition colored vinyl of Kraftwerk's Techno Pop. Then we've got, looks like a live Foo Fighters release. This is Things to Do in Stockholm. I've never seen this one before. Let's take a look at the track list. This is starting off with Stacked Actors, My Hero. Looks like this dates back a little ways, because I don't see anything on here that's from their most recent albums. But there you go, live Foo Fighters, double LP. We have got some Offspring, Conspiracy of One. This is 20th anniversary edition of Offspring's record, Conspiracy of One. Here's an album I've never heard before I need to check out. This is Robert Plant and Alison Krauss, Raise the Roof. I've heard great things about this record. I just have yet to give it a listen. So maybe this is the week where I dive into Robert Plant and Alison Krauss. All right, that's box number one. I will get that out of the way. Let's dive into our second box here. These are kind of smaller boxes to start out, and then we go big after this. All right, let's see what we got. Oh, we got some t-shirts. All right, these are actually, I think there's some records in here too. We got a lot of packing peanuts. That'll make a big mess. Got some Guns N' Roses shirts, some Foo Fighters shirts. I'm pretty sure that's Bowie. Pretty cool. Dark Side of the Moon. All right, Metallica. All right. Forgot I ordered those, so I got a few shirts. These land in the Highland Village shop. Is primarily where the t-shirts are at right now. I'm working on getting them into my Frisco location as well. Let's make a mess out of some packing peanuts. That's always fun. What do we got next? Bjork. This is Post, I believe. Got a couple copies of that one. Cool album by Bjork. I always try and grab stuff on her because you just don't see it that often. Next up, we got Full Moon Fever. This is limited edition colored vinyl. This is, I believe, on blue translucent wax, which is really cool. Love to see that. Iconic album by Tom Petty, produced by Jeff Lynne. We've got the Smiths, Hateful of Hollow. This one always sells really quickly. Glad to get the Smiths back in. It's hard to get anything by the Smiths in stock, so when it does come in stock, I typically try and grab it pretty fast. Another copy of Kraftwerk. And then we've got some Pink Floyd. We've got a collection of great dance songs remastered. So if you're not, if you don't have the Pink Floyd catalog, or you want to get a greatest hits, this is a good one to start with. It's got a selection of tracks from Wish You Were Here and Dark Side of the Moon. Really great kind of greatest hits. That is box number 2. Let me shift these out of the way, and we'll get on to box number 3. All right, get rid of the packing peanuts. Let's see, what do we have next? So like I mentioned, most of this rolls into the NTX Vinyl shops here locally. Usually takes a week or two, so don't expect any of this to hit the shops right away, because it's all got to be inventoried and checked for condition and priced. Jack White, Blunderbuss. I just got tickets to see Jack White in Dallas. I'm pumped for that. What else do we have here? Oh, there's some more Foo Fighters. Wasting Light. Really underrated record, I think, by the Foo Fighters. This is a really heavy record, recorded in, I think it was just recorded in Dave's garage with Butch Vig producing for the first time in years. Wasting Light's a great album. Screaming Trees, the greatness of Mark Lanigan and Co. Music on vinyl pressing of Uncle Anesthesia. I believe this was the album, their first major label release. So I'm actually looking forward to checking that album out. I'm not real familiar with it. Here's a new release, the Sing 2 soundtrack. This has got, this is very U2 centric. It's got that new track on here, and then I think it's got Where the Streets Have No Name, Stuck in a Moment. Haven't checked that out. I'm sure I'll be watching it with my kids at some point. What else we got here? Crisis of Faith, Billy Talent. That's a cool cover right there. More of the Sing soundtrack. Got a couple of those. All right, one box inside the bigger box down. Let's keep on rolling. I feel like I need to have commentary in between all this, but in reality, it's just about the records. The Ramones. This is the brand new limited edition clear vinyl of Rocket to Russia. Iconic Ramones album that everybody needs in their collection. What do we have next? This is Jason Boland. I believe this is his brand new release, produced by Shooter Jennings. I actually need to check that record out too. Haven't heard that yet. Kanye coming in stock. This is College Dropout. Got a couple copies of that one. Starting to get more and more hip hop. If there's any specific hip hop artists that you're after, definitely hit me up. Nathaniel Rateliff and the Night Sweats. Love this record. More of the Jason Boland and more of the Kanye. See if I can keep these in order while I sort them, and that'll help me out later. Another new release here. This is St. Paul and the Broken Bones indie exclusive Gold Nugget Vinyl limited edition. I don't know what Gold Nugget Vinyl looks like, but I'm kind of curious to see. But that's another new release. I believe it just drops this week. Typically the new releases I will roll out on street date if I can, but it just depends on time. It depends on if I can get to it, if we can get to it. All right, more Floyd. Animals. Talk about an iconic Pink Floyd record. A lot of the Pink Floyd stuff, all the remasters are back in stock momentarily. Dark Side of the Moon, Wish You Were Here, The Wall, and Animals specifically. I think Metal's even come back recently. So now's the time. If you're behind on catching up on Pink Floyd, grab them now, because they go out of stock, and then it's going to be a while until they repress them and they get back in stock. So definitely grab them while you can. More Jack White, Blunderbuss. More of the Nathaniel Rateliff and the Night Sweats. A couple copies of that, and it looks like one more copy of Rocket to Russia on the clear vinyl. All right, we are making good time. That is box number 3 is down. Let me continue to shift these around so I can get to them. We're going to roll into box, what is this, box 4, I think? Box 3, box 4. All right. So I'll keep doing these unboxing videos. If if you guys want to see them, if at any point viewership drops off, then, you know, I'll just come up with something else. But I figure I'm unboxing them anyways, so I might as well just put the camera on and let you get a peek behind the scenes right as they come in. There's a riot going on. Sly and the Family Stone. This is the new limited edition on red vinyl. Ooh, some Ministry. The mind is a terrible thing to taste. Ministry, music on vinyl pressing. Not an easy one to find typically. We have got Flotsam and Jetsam. That may be a pre-order. Some of this stuff is pre-order, so it might be for a customer. My gut says that probably is. Otis Redding, Lonely Blue. This is blue vinyl edition. This is a great album. This is actually not ringware. It's made to look like that. Pretty cool. Vintage looking artwork. Got here some White Zombie. Pretty sure these are pre-orders for customers, but we've got these in stock right now. You can order them online if you need to pick up White Zombie. There's another Jason Boland. What else do we have here? Very Best of Hall & Oates. Ooh, yeah. Love that cover. Look at that mustache. Serious business right there. Love Hall & Oates. Love that record, honestly. It's on blue and silver vinyl. We have got Van Morrison. We've got Ice Nine Kills. Again, more of this stuff. I think a lot of this box is pre-orders for customers. More White Zombie. All right, moving right along. I've continued to ramp up on new vinyl over the course of the last probably 2 months, mainly just because there's been so much great stuff in stock. Like, if there's not good stuff in stock, like, don't get me wrong, I won't buy it. But man, there's been a lot of the pressing plants are really starting to catch up, and a lot of stuff has come back in, which is amazing to see. There's been so many albums that have been out of stock for so long, and just getting caught up, which is great. So, Chris Stapleton, Starting Over. Absolutely love this record. Incredible country album. A mastermind songwriter, Chris Stapleton. Allman Brothers, that's a good one. Collected. This is the best of music on vinyl pressing. Really, really solid compilation if you want to get into the Allman Brothers. We've got Nativity in Black, a tribute to Black Sabbath. I think this is more of that Billy Talent. Yep, Crisis of Faith. We have got The Essential Bob Dylan. That's a cool record. 23 tracks on 2 LPs. If you need a Dylan, a starter LP for a Dylan collection, that would be a good one to check out. Let's see if I can get this box out of here. One more copy of that. Great track list. Let's look at the track list on this. So you got the hits like Blowing in the Wind, Maggie's Farm, Tambourine Man, Subterranean Homesick Blues, Just Like a Woman, Rainy Day Woman, Lay Lady Lay, Knocking on Heaven's Door. Like it says, Essentials. Huge Dylan fan. Took me years to get into Dylan and to really appreciate his greatness, but I am there all the way at this point. All right, one more set in this box, and we got 2 more big boxes left. More of the Allman Brothers. Let's see if I can get this situated. There we go. More of that Allman Brothers compilation. We've got Spoon. There's a great album by Spoon. Ga Ga Ga. This is, what year did this initially come out? I don't know if it's got it on here. Don't see, 2007. This has got Don't Make Me a Target, The Underdog. You got your Cherry Bomb, Don't You Ever. Just a fantastic record by Austin-based Spoon. Love that band. They've got a new record coming out, I believe, next month. I'm looking forward to checking that out because they're always on top of their game. I saw them recently live, which was awesome. Mumford & Sons, Wilder Man. These are pre-orders, I believe. Creedence, Chronicles, some more stuff that's back in stock now, which is nice. All right, moving on along. We're making some good progress here. Let me get this crate out of the way. Get another box front and center for you. I think I say this every time, but you would think after a certain point that I would get sick of doing this because it's work, obviously, to not only to order all this stuff, but then to get it in and to, like I said, inventory it and price it. But man, it's still exciting every single time. Like, I never really get sick of it. A Perfect Circle, 13th Step. This one has been out of stock for a while. This is the Music on Vinyl pressing. It's a 2014 pressing, double LP. A fantastic package. I've got a whole bunch of these in. In fact, this whole box is probably full of them. This is one of those albums and one of those artists where when it comes in stock, I've just learned that I better buy up as many as I can at that time, because it'll go out of stock and then it won't come back for sometimes 6 to 12 months. And then I get into this situation where people are asking for it, and I'm tired of that. So, oh, we got some Deftones in here too. Let's see, some more 13th Step in here. One copy of Deftones self-titled. I think I got more of that. I've got a couple of Deftones titles coming in this week. Don't remember which ones, other than the self-titled. All right, so let's see how many of these we got. I got a bunch of self-titled Deftones in if you need this first record by them. We got more 13th Step. Like I told you, I stocked up. I'm tired of running out of albums. You guys are buying them up faster than I can order them, so stocking up on key releases like Deftones and Perfect Circle, stuff like that. You just can't keep it in stock. And so if you guys need a copy of Deftones or a Perfect Circle, by all means hit me up. I will have that one available online. I've already been pushing the 13th Step by Perfect Circle, and I will likely post about the Deftones as well. So hit me up, and those will be available to purchase online for shipping or for local pickup. There's the other Deftones. Saturday Night Wrist, back in stock. I've got a bunch of copies of that one. More of the self-titled as well. Looks like that's probably into this box. Tons of Deftones. They are one of those bands, one of many bands, that you just can't keep them in stock. It doesn't really matter which album it is, whether it's, you know, White Pony or the self-titled or Saturday Night Wrist, any of their stuff. They all sell so quickly that, like I said, I've just learned to start stocking up on them, even though I've got limited space and limited bandwidth to deal with this stuff. Got to stock up on the good ones. All right, this is the last box, folks. Thank you guys for hanging with me, as always. Let's see which direction this is. Swing around. What do we have in here? Sometimes when there's an extra LP that doesn't fit in the box, they'll put it in its own box, which doesn't mean it's necessarily special, but this one is. All right, this is Paul's Boutique, and it's another copy of the limited edition colored vinyl. I only had one of these last week, so I'm glad I got one more in. There might be more of the colored. I'm not sure. We'll see. Last time I ordered them, which was a week or two ago, they sent me mostly black vinyl. You just never really know. Speaking of Beastie Boys, back in stock, Hello Nasty. Got a few copies of this one. Definitely grab that if you need it. A lot of the Beastie Boys stuff is getting repressed. Ooh, I did get some more colored vinyl. All right, so if you need a colored vinyl version of Paul's Boutique, hit me up. Classic Dallas album, the Toadies, Rubberneck. Got to have that in your collection. More of Screaming Trees, and then we've got some Taylor Swift coming up, it looks like. A couple more of the Toadies. I've had that one's been in stock for a while. I won't be surprised if it disappears here shortly, because it's been a couple months since they did a repress on this, and you know, at a certain point they're going to run out, and when they do, that's when the value and the costs start to go back up, because people want to get their hands on it and they're all gone. So grab a copy of that one. It's been out of print for a long time and finally came back. All right, we've got some more of the Presidents of the United States. This one is in a similar situation with Rubberneck from the Toadies. Right now, you can grab it. Look, I've got a bunch of copies, but I guarantee you in a few months, if you're looking for this one, it'll be back out of print, or it'll be waiting in line, which means the value will start to go up because people can't find it. So Taylor Swift, Red. This one just came back in. This is Taylor's version. If you need a copy, definitely grab that now. I'm pretty sure those will be in circulation for a while, but you never know. All right, more Deftones, more Beastie Boys, and more of the Presidents. So like I said, hit me up if you need a copy. All of that one in store and online as well. Very last, but not least, here we go. Let's see what we got. All right. Good news. More colored vinyl on the Beastie Boys Paul's Boutique. Glad to see that. And then we got more Taylor Swift and more presidents of the United States. So, all right. It looks like that's going to be a wrap. See anything else in here? Appreciate you guys watching as always. Like I said, hit me up on Facebook or on Instagram or email at info@ntxvinyl.com, and I'm happy to chat with you, get you any of these records that you're interested in. Again, priority goes to everyone local first in my shops, but if I've got extras, that's when it can come to you. So feel free to reach out. Really appreciate you watching. Again, this is Talking About Records, G.I. Sanders from NTX Vinyl, and we will likely see you next week on another unboxing video. Thanks so much.